I've always hated pathetic, lazy people. And I hate heroes even more.
She turns her cold gaze on me as she said that. She's known as the most beautiful girl in school, and the reason why she hates heroes.
Please, let me see.
But...
Please.
She begs me to show her what's under my clothes. How did I get into this mess in the first place? When I was in elementary school, I, Masaki Kiryu, had a yearning to be a hero. I thought that if I worked hard like the heroes on the TV screen, I could one day become a righteous hero. And I thought that in this world, justice and evil existed as opposites. But I've come to learn that it's not me who decides what's right and what's wrong. I would take the initiative when I saw someone in need. And of course, if someone did something wrong, I'd warn them. But then one day, I suddenly realized that I was all alone, and that the righteousness I had always believed to be right was irritating to those around me. And finally, something happened that made me give up on trying to be a hero. I happened to pass by a house burning on fire and saved a little girl who was stranded inside. I was happy to save the girl, despite the big burn on my back from the burnt-out ceiling coming down. But the adults around me were very angry. Why did you do such a reckless thing? And so, without anyone's understanding, I gave up on trying to be a hero. I remember feeling so much better once I gave up. And now that I'm in high school, I'm living a relatively quiet life. Long forgotten that I was aspiring to be a hero.
Hey, big brother. Get out of the way so I can vacuum.
With a few exceptions.
Oh no. Why am I talking to you like we're a middle-aged couple?
I don't know. My younger sister Henri, who was in the 8th grade, was proper, unlike me. I'm often scolded for my bad behavior, but I can't complain because she does the housework when her parents aren't home from work.
If you're not busy, go shopping for dinner. I'll give you the shopping memo.
Okay. If Henri gets married in the future, I'm sure she'll be wearing the pants in the relationship.
I know you were thinking of something rude just now.
Nope. Alright, I'm off then. And on the way to the supermarket, a girl was being pestered by a guy on the street. Suzuka, go out with me!
I told you I'm not interested.
I immediately recognized the girl by her name and her clear voice. Suzuka Fudo, my classmate. She's known as the most beautiful girl in school. A cool-headed girl with a bit of a strong temper. I've heard rumors that she's popular with guys. And it seems like that's the case even on the weekends. Well, it seems like she doesn't like me, so I shouldn't get involved in things that don't concern me. As I was about to walk past them, their voices got louder as they argued with each other. The guy seems to be good-looking, but persistent, and Fudo seemed to be annoyed. The adults passing by glanced at them, but only saw it as a couple having a quarrel. Well, it's none of my business either. Ugh! Don't get ahead of yourself just because you're cute!
I'm not. Anyways, I've got more important things to do.
Hey, wait! Hey, you. Can't you see Fudo's uncomfortable? Leave. Who the hell are you? Who cares who I am? I'll call the cops if you persist too long. The cops? I was just confessing to Suzuka! I see. Then let's see if everyone else would see that as a confession. I've got the whole thing on video, so I can tell the guys at school, your dad, or your mom. What? I'll never go near Suzuka again. Just don't let my mom see it. Is he a mommy's boy? I would get you back, but you can just forget about it. I've done it. I sigh deeply after the guy walks away. I helped a girl who doesn't even like me.
Why did you help me, Kiryu-kun?
There's no reason. It's not like I wanted you to owe me a favor or anything. It was just a coincidence.
What do you mean? That's not someone you should be messing with.
Really?
Don't take it lightly. He's a boxer. What were you gonna do if he beat you up?
In that case, I would report the damage and sue him. Japan is a country that puts the weak first.
That's not what I mean. You didn't need to help someone like me.
Someone like you?
Just leave me alone.
I see. Then I'm sorry.
But it's a fact that you helped me. So thanks.
I was caught unintentionally by her eyes. The shy yet honest smile of Fudo was instantly burned into my eyelids. Maybe it's because I haven't been thanked by anyone for a while.
But I hate you.
Huh?
I've always hated apathetic, lazy people. And I hate heroes even more.
I've learned the hard way that karma does come around. And when I got home...
Wait, big brother? Where's the shopping I asked you to do?
Oh! That's right! I completely forgot that Henri had asked me to get the groceries.
What were you doing?
Helping people?
Are you a hero?
No, I'm no hero. I'm just a lazy, apathetic loser. A few days later, I was in a camping school for 4 days and 3 nights for a school event. But it was a grueling camp where we had to study from morning until bedtime. Finally, on the 3rd night, we were to have some kind of annual event. We're still doing courage tests at this age? I'd heard rumors about it, but I never thought we'd actually have a courage test with a male-female pair. But for those of us who don't have boyfriends or girlfriends, here comes the chance to get something going. It would be nice if the person you were paired with was someone you had feelings for. Even better if you were a couple. But my pair is Fudo of all people.
What?
Nothing. Well, let's have fun.
Huh. We're just walking together, okay?
I know. Many guys are attracted to Fudo. As soon as I was paired with her, people around me started looking at me with jealousy. But if Fudo hates you, that's a different story. The two of us walking alone on a dark forest path is just awkward. I'll take some distance while walking. Then it was our turn, and we proceeded to the path.
Hey, why are you rushing on all by yourself?
What? Are you scared?
I'm not scared. We're a pair.
You're scared. Alright, then you hold the candle. I'll follow you.
Fire? No.
What's the matter? You don't look so good.
Oh no, I have to get out of here. I'm sorry.
The moment she saw the candle burning, Fudo ran away as if a switch had been flipped. Hey, wait! Fudo! I hurried after her. But... Fudo! Fudo, running the dark path without light, tripped and fell as hard as she could. I head straight to her.
Ouch.
Are you alright? Let me see. She looked fine to me, but it looks like she sprained her leg. It doesn't look like she can walk on her own. And to our luck, neither of us had our phones with us. I had no choice but to carry Fudo on my back on our way back to the dormitory.
I'm really sorry, making you carry me on your back.
Don't worry about it.
Am I heavy?
A little.
Why are you being honest?
But more importantly, you were acting weird back then. It was like you changed as soon as you saw the fire. What's wrong? Well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
A long time ago, my house caught fire.
Really? Was everyone alright?
My mom and dad weren't there and I was safe, but...
Then Fudo held onto my back tightly.
I was safe because of a boy who saved me. He jumped into the fire and took me with him, but on the way out, the ceiling came down. He got a big burn on his back, just for saving a girl like me. I can't get that day out of my mind. So when I see fire, I get flashbacks.
I see. I'm sorry I reminded you of something like that. That reminded me of a girl I saved from a fire years ago. And if Fudo feels guilty for being saved, I wonder how that guy feels. Hey, can I ask you something?
What?
You shouldn't feel so guilty.
What? Why?
I don't know. I played it off, but in reality, I didn't want Fudo to think of herself as someone who didn't matter. Otherwise, I felt that it was unfair to the boy who saved her. If I were that boy, I wouldn't want Fudo to feel guilty. I would want her to be cheerful and smiling.
Kiryu-kun saved me twice. This is the 3rd time if I include that boy. Come to think of it, Kiryu-kun kind of looks like that boy from then. What? Don't tell me this burn mark on your back is...
Then we arrived at the dormitory in silence. The health teacher who came to check on her said it was a sprain. Fudo was advised to go to the hospital just in case. The health teacher said she would talk to the homeroom teacher and left the room, leaving us alone. I guess that settles the matter for now.
Kiryu-kun,
Don't thank me. Anyone would have done the same.
that's one thing, but there's something else I wanted to ask you.
Something you want to ask me? What?
Do you know about the fire 6 years ago on 3rd Street in Yuki Town?
6 years ago. Yuki Town. Yeah, I remember. I'll never forget. The fire when I got burned on my back. What about it? How did Fudo know about that? Wait a second! Fudo, are you the girl I helped back then too?
I knew it. It was you who saved me that time, wasn't it?
Probably. But why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I saw the burn marks on your back when you were carrying me.
Then Fudo asked to see the burn mark on my back. She probably wanted to confirm that I was the boy who saved her back then, so I rolled up my shirt. I wonder if Fudo was shocked. She said she didn't like heroes, and that happened to be a helpless guy like me.
I knew it. This burn. It was you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Fudo laid her head against my back and began to cry. I just listened in silence as Fudo repeated her thanks and apologies. The camp had some trouble, but I made it back in one piece.
Oh, welcome back, big brother.
I'm home.
How was camp?
It was tough. All we did was study. And I kind of helped a girl.
So you are a hero!
I told you I'm not a hero. I'm just a lazy, apathetic loser. The next Sunday, I was called in by Fudo at school. What did you want to talk about?
I couldn't thank you the other day.
I told you not to thank me. Under the circumstances, anyone would have done the same.
But thank you. For everything, too.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. This expression on Fudo. My heart jumps, but it makes me a little bit happy. Then Fudo began to look after me in any way she could. I don't know if it was out of gratitude or guilt. I don't know why, but she would cheerfully talk to me. She sometimes scolded me for being sloppy, and I felt like I had another sister. Another change is that the people around me have become more appreciative of me. Maybe it was Fudo, but the fact that I helped her out was talked about. I've spent my entire life since the fire thinking that helping people out was an unconscious part of me. But I realized I was wrong. I think I was trying to be a hero back then because I wanted people to admire me. Because I would get praised for doing good things. Maybe I was pushing my sense of righteousness to those around.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you shouldn't sacrifice yourself like a hero. There's people who would be sad if something happened to you.
Really? Who would be sad about a guy like me?
I stopped feeling guilty about myself. So you need to stop saying things like that about yourself.
Right. The night after that conversation with Fudo,
Hey, big brother. I always tell you to turn the laundry inside out.
hey Henri,
What's with the serious face all of a sudden?
do you think you'll be sad when I'm gone?
What?
Oh, never mind. Thanks for doing the housework all the time.
No way.
Henri, what's the matter?
Why are you saying things like that? I don't want you to go.
I see. My bad, it's really nothing.
Don't go anywhere, big brother.
Don't worry. No, I'm sorry I worried you. Sorry. You were taking care of me because you were worried for me, weren't you? And I now know I was scolded so harshly by my parents and the adults around me. That's how much they cared about me. Then I started to work a little harder, so that Henri and the people around me wouldn't worry about me. I decided to get rid of my lethargic and lazy self, and become stronger as a human being. I made up my mind to do so, and started to work hard at school, and other things that Henri had been doing for me. Henri and one other person supported me by the side.
You've been working hard lately. What happened?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you think you can fool me by saying I don't know? Is it your way of hiding your embarrassment?
I'm not good at talking about what's on my mind. Well, thanks to you, I realized a lot.
Thanks to me?
I thought I was all alone because I was trying to play the hero, but I was wrong. I realized there were people close to me who were watching over and worrying about me. And I don't want to worry them anymore. So thanks, Suzuka.
What's with that smile? Unfair.
I'm not sure what she meant by unfair, but I do think I was smiling at Suzuka for the first time. Suzuka's face turned bright red with embarrassment. This is what happened later. The day I brought Suzuka home because she wanted to study with us.
Hey, big brother! Who's that pretty lady?
A classmate, the one I helped out before.
Is she a heroine?
No. Maybe she is.
What? You look like you're happy.
No, we're just classmates.
You two siblings get along well, don't you? I know he's such a helpless guy, but please take care of him. Huh? Good for you, brother. I'm going to have a sister-in-law.
Henri, that's a misunderstanding. We don't have that kind of relationship. Well, sometime later I confessed my feelings to Suzuka, and we started dating. We spent 6 years together until we started working, and then we got married. Henri became Suzuka's sister-in-law. I'm not a hero, but having something to protect wasn't a bad thing.